Hey folks, we're going to be working on the Triton today. It's one of my favorite keyboards. Down here I've got an XF8 and I've got a TS12. But over the past 20 plus years, Korg has been one of my favorites. Now faces stiff competition from the XF8. To be quite honest, I've done very little with my Korg since 2010 when I got the XF8. But I want to do a few tutorials based on what folks have been asking me about how I get sounds that I do on the Triton and how I sequence on it. So I'm going to play around for a little bit and just show you a few things. So the sequences that I've done on the Triton, they all pretty much sequence from scratch. So to sequence from scratch, you want to hit the sequence button. And then you want to choose a sound or a set of sounds that you like. One of the things I do, let me see if I can alter the light in a little bit so that you can get a better idea of what I'm doing here. So one of the things I like to do is use some of the presets at least to get started. So if you click on that drop down right at the far right and you hit load template song, you can load a template song, and I quite like the hip hop rap kit P14. So I'm going to choose P14. I don't know if you can see it well. I'm going to choose P14. See that? Let me do that again. That. And then loads template song and that P14. And I'm not going to copy the pattern. I'm just going to say OK. That's that. So now I have 16 tracks. As you can see, that's track 1 to 8. And that's track 9 to 16, which is a template for different sounds. 9 to 16, it doesn't have much, but 1 to 8 has different sounds. So the drums, the bass, and everything else. You see keyboards, guitar, organ, strings, and so on. So I'm going to start off with the drums. Now the drums that it has, to be quite honest, those are not my favorite drums. That's not my favorite kit. I actually have an expansion board, and the expansion board gives you better sounds. And this was far back in 2002, when I got the expansion board. So here's some of the sounds from the expansion board for the drums. Let's select something else. So I'm going to go to the expansion board. Hear that? That's a nice one. Not bad. All right, so let's start off with that. The way you sequence is you hit the record right button, and then you just hit start. And you get your tempo first of all. So the metronome count. Okay. Find the kit. Hi-hats. All right. And you just hit start when you're ready. I'm going to take it down to about 85. Okay. Here we go. So that's the first 4 bars. And I'm just going to practice a few key lines on it, maybe bass lines as well. Let's start off with the bass. So I'm going to choose a fat bass sound. Something like that. That's a really heavy one. something like that. All right, let's go. Just the 4-bar loop. Oh wow, that bass is heavy. I need to take it down a bit. Or maybe do it on D minor instead. Let's try D minor. Got to get it off loop and override it. A lot of intricacies in the Korg you got to know, otherwise you just get stuck. That's it, just 4 bars. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to duplicate everything that I did. I want to listen to it first on loop and make sure I don't need to quantize it. Let me listen. Has a kind of live feel to it. I could quantize it, but I don't think that would be the best thing to do right away. So I'm going to try to lay some piano on it and hear how that sounds. Alright, you kind of get an idea of what I'm doing. Alright, here we go. Let's try that again with a different piano, with a bit more bite. There we go. This is the Studio Stage EP. A lot of folks like this one. All right, let's try that. Need to overwrite again. Always take it off loop or you'll be overdubbing. That's it. You could put that on loop. A little bit of guitar there. Now it's panned, so you might not be able to hear it that well. It's really low. Something else about these sounds that you should know is go into the master effect. If you have things like chorus, reverb, these could affect your sound. Also the overall EQ. These could all affect, I don't know if you can see, all these settings can affect the ultimate sound you get. So this guitar is really low. For some reason, I'm going to investigate further and go to the mixer. Yeah, it's all the way on 127. Let me look at the effects. So I see it's going to the effect 3. Take it off effect 3. There you go. You hear that? Hear the difference? That's with the effect. You don't want it to be that dull, so you need to get it off that to normal or something else. Effect 1 is really, that has a bite. Let's see. Effect 1 is a compressor, no wonder. 3 was a wah-wah effect. So I can use that. So here we go. Let's record that guitar. All right, this is what it'll sound like. So 4 bars. Don't forget, always save your work. So I'm going to go to disk and I'm going to hit save. This is a really important part. So go to disk, from sequence, go to disk, good old floppy disk, save, and you can save your sequence, SEQ, and I'm going to save it to something new, and I'll just call it 2021 T for Triton. Okay, save it. See, it's saving. Old technology, so old. Late 1900s. Well, late 1990. I make it sound so bad. Late 1990s. I bought this Korg in 2000. So this Korg is 21 years old, believe it or not. Still pumping out good sounds. So that's that. It's saved. And let's hear what we've got. I'm going to put it on loop just to hear how it transitions. Not bad, huh? So let's put in some strings. I won't do that. All right, let's go. We'll do that again. I was on loop anyway. Let's do it. 3 and go. Not quite what I'm looking for. Let's try something else, more percussive. All right. I might quantize that. So to quantize that, I think you go to menu. Let me see if my memory serves me well. Track edit and then quantize. And we'll do 16th notes and we'll quantize bars 1 to 4 for the strings. And let's hear how it sounds. Not bad. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but it'll have to work for now. Oh, funny. Gonna put one more synth. All right. One more thing. Just go into track 9. Some more strings. I love strings. All right. One more set of strings, and then we'll play something else. Here we go. I just erased all that I'd done with the previous strings. No wonder it didn't sound as full as I was looking. for it to sound. So how do I undo that? I really cannot remember the undo. I'm gonna have to think really hard. Wow. I think it's compare, is it? Yes. There we go. So the compare button, this one, it never fails. I hope you're learning a lot because this is a real-time recording. I did not rehearse this. So that does help. Now, can't remember. I think you just press compare and that's it. And it stays. But what I really wanted to do was add another layer of strings. All right, let's try that. A little pomp and pageantry here. Okay, let's quantize that. So to quantize, once again, let's exit. I think you go to menu, track edit, hit the top right, quantize, and we're going to quantize track 9. And we are going to choose 16th and OK. And let's hear it. Let's turn the volume a little bit down. A little bit muddy, not as clean as I would have liked. Maybe a different approach would work, but you kind of get the idea. I mean, I'm only showing you how to record this stuff. So you can always mute what you don't want to hear. So let's start from the beginning. You see, you can mute anything. And if you don't want the guitar, you can mute that as well. Strings. See that? All right, it's that simple. Now, something else you could do is you could copy everything you've done from measure 1 to 4. Copy everything from measure 1 to 4. And to do that, let's see if I remember. Menu, track edit, and top right, and copy measure. And we're going to copy measures 1 to 4 for all tracks. And we are going to copy from measure 1 to 4 of song 0. Make sure same song to song 0 again. And we're going to copy all of that to measure 5. So, measure 5, it's done. So now it should play from 1 to 8, measures 1 to 8. So let's listen to it from the beginning and make sure it plays all the way to 8. There you go. See it? Right there. So I am going to loop it. I'm just going to kind of demo the song for you. So there are many things one could do. You could bring instruments in and out, mute them, you know. But I'm just going to do it all live so that you get an idea of how you could arrange it. Just a short sequence. So here we go. Start off. You can mute certain instruments. And here we go. can put some effects on them. Put some reverb on that. Hear that guitar? Let's put some. There we go. Hear this guitar? Hear that? It's got some reverb on it. One, two, three, and So bring these instruments in and out. Let's bring in those aggressive strings. It didn't like that. Alright, you got the idea. So that's how you sequence on the Triton. First things, select your instruments add some special effects to it, loop whatever you want, copy whatever you want, and then put it on loop and play around, have fun. So that's it, my friends. I hope this helped you. Got any questions? Feel free to put them in the comments below. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. Bye.